Hi, my name is Diego and this is going to be part 3 of our tips for Zoom piano lessons. And in this one, we're going to cover angles. And this is something super important for parents to actually help us because once the class starts, it's pretty challenging to change the angle. And if we can't see the student properly, it's going to be very challenging to be able to help them. So let me start by saying that we are not associated or endorsed by the company Zoom, but we do believe that through video conferencing, you can do very successfully piano lessons. So the basic thing that we need and we want to ask you guys is to give us a side angle of the piano from the right hand. Now, this is because the right hand usually has priority in the music that we're playing, and it's a lot easier to help the student if we can see clearly the right hand. We know, and this truly helps, if you can even better get a little bit above the piano. Now, sometimes you can do this maybe with a tall bar stool or maybe by stacking some things on top of a chair. We do think that if you give us a higher angle on the right hand, we can at the same time even see the left hand. And it's very easy to ask the student to maybe play with just one hand so we can see what's going on with the left hand. So definitely side angle works really good, and definitely if you can get it from above. Now we know this, and laptops have a screen that of course tilts, and that's gonna give us an option. And sometimes we're gonna either have to choose see their hands or see their face, which is okay for the lesson. So sometimes during the class, we might ask the student, can you lower the camera a little bit so I can see your hands? And that's okay. It's easier for us to sometimes help them if we can clearly see what they're playing. Another thing that we want to mention is don't put the computer too far away from them because we're using the screen to share documents. I even have a software in which I can play notes and the notes light up on the screen. So it's very important for the student to not be too far away from the screen. So that way we can share documents, even do some exercises in which we can draw things. It's very important for them to be close by. Now, let me talk a little bit about the angles that we don't need. Super important, don't give us an angle from their back. We don't need to see their back, and it's going to be very challenging if that's the only option that we have. At the same time, we don't really need to see someone's face. It's better for us if you have to choose for us to see only their hands. And at the same time, try to not give us an angle in which we are seeing below from the piano. It's very challenging to know what a student is doing if we can't really see their fingers correctly. So we definitely want to encourage you guys. We have had some students that we can see mostly ceiling, mostly fans, mostly ceiling lamps. Super important, try to prepare for the class in a way that you know by the time that the class starts, we actually have the shot correctly, and we're not gonna spend any time that we have with the student to try to get them to sort out what is the best angle that they can give us. Now, let me finish by saying if you have a little bit of interest into who we are, you can check us at thehitmusicstudio.com. Our teachers are available to do remote piano lessons, and at the same time, we really have our own unique content that we are supplying in addition to our lessons so our students can move through not only learning the instrument, but having a reinforcement of additional content that they can watch that is truly stitched into their classes. So we definitely believe that that is a great addition to how we're doing lessons. And definitely if you want to check a little bit of that, go visit our website. We hope to see you guys on the next one.